Hey, hello everyone. So today I'm going to discuss how can we use variety of AI models in Claude or in OpenCode or in VS Code, right? So as of now, once we use these paid models, your limit hits and then you have to go for the paid ones. But here you can use free of cost and you will be getting millions of tokens free of cost. That I'll show you how can you do that. And again, we will be talking about OmniRoute. This is one of the AI gateway using which we can integrate multiple LLM providers under one endpoint. How can we use that? That also I'll be covering. And how can you integrate your ERPs or your different business applications in these LLMs, right? And so your AI agents will be working on your behalf. Those all things we'll be discussing, right? So let's, without wasting much time, we will be discussing now. These are all the windows. We will be see. This is OpenCode window here. So this is one of the model DeepSeek V4 Flash free that we'll be using, and this is in my local. This is OpenCode DeepSeek 4. Hey, so likewise, this is again what. So it is fast, right? Within 2 seconds, we got the reply. And one more here also, right? In we have used the Claude and Claude in VS Code here again. If I hit here, so likewise, all these models we can use free of course. There's certain settings and uh, some setup you need to follow. So how you have to put all this setup, that I'm going to explain you, right? So without wasting much time, let me open opencode.ai and here I'll go to npm, and this is where we have to install, right? So I'll copy, go to cmd, and you just paste that. I already have installed this, but still I'm running. It will override. So I have hit enter and it is in process. And after that, once that installation will be done, we can check and verify as well that OpenCode got installed or not. So it change 3 packages. Change in the sense it is already installed, so it has overridden, right? So likewise, it is warning cleanup. So it has got overridden or something. So it's a warning. Failed to remove some directories. So it's okay. But anyways, it's there in the system, right? So while you will be doing, you can do the fresh installation. Then you will not be getting this message. You will be getting only this message. Change 3 packages, and in 16 seconds, likewise, some message you will be getting, right? So now we have to check OpenCode is installed or not. Once we hit that, it will pop up one window, and so it's installed, right? That also you can try parallel with me. So this is how you'll be getting this window. I'm getting here DeepSeek V4 Flash free. How you can get this DeepSeek V4 Flash free? For that, if I hit slash here, so you'll be getting all these models, right? All these different options. So here I'll be connecting with the provider. I'll click on connect. How I got this DeepSeek V4 Flash free? So that I'm going to tell you that I just click on connect. Once I hit that, then it shows me OpenCode Zen. It is recommended. I use this one, OpenCode Zen. I select this one. I hit enter. Then it will be asking for the API key. So how can we get the API key? For getting the, you just need to control enter, or you can just simply copy. You can paste. You can log in, right? Once you log in, go to API key. Here I have already generated a key. You can create the new one. So I'll be using this one because it's not yet finished. So I can it's still there. So I'll be using this key. You can create new one as well. Okay, once you create that, at a time you can use only one, that free of cost, right? So if I create the new one, it will be replaced. So I'll be using this one only. So I've copied this out. I'll be pasting here. I'll paste the API key. Once I hit enter, it has selected the. I'll selected this. Now this model is ready. Now if I type, then it will show you the consumption as well. Build DeepSeek. How can I help you? DeepSeek V4 Flash free. That it has given the response in 7.7 seconds. On the right side, you can see how many tokens got consumed. 8420 tokens got consumed, which is 4% of the overall, right? Which is allowed. So again, how can you help me? What are things you can do? Suppose what are the things you can do? Now it will give you the message within. So it has given all the message. So now again your 8596 token got consumed. Let's see. Can you code a program for me? So again, see, this is how the tokens got increased, right? 8654 and then 4% got used. So likewise, this is the model we are using, and this is what the response we are getting, right? So and these the overall quota, this is the 4% of the quota which is allotted for today, right? So likewise you can use. Now this is about how can we use this, uh, how can we use this DeepSeek V4 model in OpenCode. This is how you can do. Now I will go with the business in my local, right? So I think I have already installed. Let me close this out. I'll let me delete as well. Uninstall open code. Let me uninstall this. Open code, it's got uninstalled, I think. Mm. So all this open code installation, what I have already done in my local, that will be uninstalled, right? So it's in process. Open code still there. Now it's gone, right? So now what we will do again, we'll go to and we'll download. We'll go to download for Windows. If you have Mac, you can use for the Mac, but I believe most of us might be having that Windows, so I'll go with the Windows one. You can use for the Mac OS, Linux, or whatever you want to use, right? Basis of your OS, you can use. So I'll go with the download for Windows. Once I click on this, it's already downloaded. So I'll just run the installer, and this is how it will be there. Installation will take around 1 minute or so. So you got that API key generation, you got like how to connect that open code, right? And how to use the API key within open code. So this is Open Desktop installer. It's opening. It's taking time. Here that icon will be there. Anyways, it has created this icon, so it's loading now. So we got here. right? So here, to make this, here also, once we click here or by default this D4, because I have already installed, because of that it's happening. So I'll click on the manage models, and first we need to connect this provider, right? So I'll click on the connect provider. So manage models, I'll click on the connect provider, and OpenCode Zen is the provider. So this I have selected. Once I select, then the same API key will be required. The API key, where is that? This is the API key what we have. Login API key, and then this is what the API key, right? What we have used earlier. The same API key I use here. Click on continue. Now OpenCode Zen connected with that API key, and here this DeepSeek, which is free, which is already connected, and so it is in your local. OpenCode is in your local. So if I hit hey, so again it is thinking, and within 2-3 seconds, so within 3 seconds it give the response, right? Can you create an app ERP for me? ERP, for example, if I have given this, so within, yes, I can build an ERP. That's a large project. Likewise, and it will be asking all that information. So this is how you can use, right? So in your local, so OpenCode in local, that also we have seen. Now we will see OpenCode in VS Code. Okay. Now it's the VS Code. Let me close this, what I did earlier. I'll click on File, New Window. Now I go to View, then I go to Extensions. Here I will be, you have to type OpenCode. Oh, no, see, this is the first. Okay, the first option you have to select. If I click on this, it is already installed. So let me do the fresh installation. I'll uninstall this, and let me reinstall. I click on install. Once I click on install, you will be getting this window. Okay, you can see this icon. Let me uninstall. If I uninstall, this is gone, right? You can see. So as I install this OpenCode, if I install in VS Code, then you will be getting one rectangle or square, whatever it is, right? OpenCode. If I click on this, then again it will be asking for some options. It's in process. Something happening. This is what happening. Diff sheets. Okay, this is the message. Need to hit enter. Ask anything. So this is, if I type hey, so again this is the window. This DeepSeek, this is the model got, which is already we use the API, and this model got selected. So whatever you will be asking, the same in VS Code as well, you can use. Let me close one window, terminate. Yes. Now this, so within 30.8 seconds it has given the response, right? So again, if I, what are the things you can do for me? And what are things you can do in software development? So let's see what it responds. So these all things can be done, and within 4.1 second it has given the response. So likewise, that millions of tokens you can use, and you should not you don't need to depend with the limited quota what you have. So you don't need to go for the paid one. You can use this one. Now this is what I did in this is what I did in OpenCode in VS Code. I have done the installation, and using API key I have connected this, and you can use the model, right? So likewise, what are things we tried? We tried in OpenCode in CLI, OpenCode in local, and OpenCode in VS Code. Now we'll try Claude as well, Claude in VS Code, right? This is one, and let me try Claude in VS Code as well. So you can do one thing, either you can select open folder here, Claude. If I select folder, so you will be getting this, and here you will be having this JSON. Okay, this JSON is updated. The actual JSON what you will be getting, that will be different, and here you will have to do some changes in your JSON. So this is Anthropic base URL. How you will be getting that I'll let you know. For this you need to have we cannot use for using this base URL, we need to have some kind of provider AI gateway, and we'll be getting we'll have to use that, right? So that I'll tell you. This Anthropic API key, that also how you will be getting. So it's some change. Basically in JSON you will have to do some changes to use open code, to use Claude in VS Code, right? So how will you do that? For that we have Omni router, not here, Omni route, Omni route online. This is an AI gateway, okay? And AI gateway, why it is needed? If you have to use multiple providers, meaning multiple providers in the sense you have multiple LLMs that you want to integrate under one endpoint. So how can you do that, right? So for that, this is a AI gateway or provider using which we can do that. So I'll OmniRoute, I'll click on GitHub, and that installation also we will have to do. I'll go for npm. So this is what you will have to do. You will have to copy this npm install -z OmniRoute, just cmd, and there, if you do that, AI, something is wrong. What I copied? Okay, everything got copied. I just need to copy this one. If I do this, this is what happening. It's under process. Where is that? Let me close all this window, right? Let me close this session and one more session. Let me close this out. LSP, and this is what DeepSeek. Let me close this also. And so this Omni route is in progress. Let's let it process. It will take few seconds, few minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. It will be done. Likewise, Omni route, some other gateways are also there. So it is saying like it is already installed, overriding and all those things. It is giving warning as it is already installed in my system. So it's giving me a warning. So let it complete. I'm not going to delete anything. So I'm just still I executed. So for your just to get aligned, I have executed this command. Okay. I think I should not supposed to run this command because it is already there in my system, but let's see. So likewise, once you hit once you run this first time, you will not see all this, right? It is giving me all this warning because it is already installed in my system. So it is overriding peer dependency. That's what it is trying to override, and I'm giving all this message. Couldn't resolve dependency and all this thing it is showing. So conflicting peer dependency. So let it complete. So once you do that, it will give you a message. I mean, it will give you user ID and password likewise. So you can log in with user ID and password. Once you log in, deprecate intersection baseline or something that is shown. Rebuild install. It is showing message, right? It is already installed. Let it complete first, then we'll see. Or what I'll do, let me uninstall. Mhm. I'll let it complete here. So basically, what you have to do, you can copy that endpoint, and that endpoint you can mention here. Okay, so I have used this endpoint from OmniRoute only, and you copy this OmniRoute, and this key also you can generate from. You'll have to select the model from OmniRoute and that free one and generate the key, and that key can be used here. So you don't need to, and this is not the paid one, this is the free one, right? So all these different models are there, all those models are integrated, and within free category it will generate that API key, and that API can be consumed here. Okay, so all these permissions you will have to do certain modifications, and this is what the model which we are going to use that I have mentioned here, right? You don't need to change anything, just this Anthropic API key and base URL you have to change, and this you'll be getting from OmniRoute, and this one again you will be getting from the OmniRoute only. Since my system is slow or what, or it is taking time. So once you do that, it can show you that you can use that Claude Code, Cloud, what do you want to listen, so everything, right? Again, this once you install that cloud too, so you can see this icon here and here. Let me close this out first. My system is slow, kindly bear with me. So it is opening multiple windows. I think I've hit multiple times. So anyways, so it is referring this setting.json terminate running processes. I think I hit multiple times. And here you can use this Claude. Hello, it is referring the setting.json, right? So hello, it is that Claude you can use here. Once you hit that copy that Claude, it will give this path. Okay, for you this will be the user under this username, your system username, and this Claude. And then like with this JSON, once you use that, and you can use this model settings.json, it will refer, and from this you have already passed that API key and endpoint URL. This you will be getting from the OmniRoute. It is taking time for me. It's taking time. Otherwise, I would have showed you. So, anyways, so that let me close. So this is how you can use, right? I think in next class we can explore this. I'll take you through, as it is taking time. So I'll take you through again and OmniRoute and how and in other than the OmniRoute, how any ERP or any application, Gmail account or any other application, how can you integrate with the cloud, so that you can just basis of, you don't need to get into everything, just basis of the agent or basis of the prompt, your work will be done, right? So how can I assist you? So this is how it is respond. Claude in VS Code, right? Anyways, so I think that's all for today. In the next class, I think we will be discussing about this, how this OmniRoute can be used, or how we got this Anthropic base URL or this API key, and what are the different options need to select, how to use OmniRoute. In the next class, we will be talking about all this. Hope you got the clarity about using this tool. I think I have already told 3 or 4 ways you can use in OpenCode, in CLI, in your local, or in VS Code, or in Claude in VS Code, right? So how can you use that? And you'll be getting millions of tokens every day. So I think you can use extensively, and for each query, how much tokens are being consumed, I think that also I've showed you. So I think you must have got the clarity. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, follow and subscribe the channel, and please drop your comment as well, and what you understood, what you not, and if you have any queries, that also you can add up. Thank you very much.